तो Noida started from Rishikesh.
Okay,
And
okay.
this Swamiji came to me. हमने एक छोटी सी 8x18 का एक बेसमेंट में बिना फर्श के बिना लाइट के इमरजेंसी लाइट से मैंने शुरू किया था. We have completed 9 months of pregnancy of hair. Now the hair is delivered now.
And if Shah Rukh Khan and Hrithik Roshan, they're in their 50s and they're playing a hero. So for me as a character actor, I can still play. So people started saying go to Turkey.
तो क्या हाँ यूएसए में all the
Everybody is going to Turkey. India में सब cheap होता है. Service is bad. You don't know. They may be faking us. That was the impression I started off. Just checking your videos and I ये तो मोहम्मद शामी, अजहरुद्दीन, बोनी कपूर ये सब लोग करवाए ऐसो है. I'm sure there is some reality to it. Unless उनको बहुत पैसा दिया होगा.
The main teachings of Paramahansa Yogananda was one should be efficient like an Western. Back then in 1952 he used to tell that American efficiency and spiritual India. And the last speech that he gave in 1952, 7th March in Biltmore Hotel when we were addressing the banquet that was in honor of Indian ambassador. He said that my India and my America and my world. So he used to say that we have to learn from everybody and we have to outgo. We should go to meet people, to go to different countries, and we should see the good things of other nations and put that into our own system. I would kind of, it is my take, this is my understanding, my perspective. 1893, Vivekananda went to USA. He represented Indian spiritual values. In that year, Paramahansa Yogananda was born, 1893, 5th January. 1920, in September, Paramahansa Yogananda represented the spiritual values of India in Boston in the same religious spiritual congress. And after that, I would say Vivekananda followed by Paramahansa Yogananda, they opened the gates for Indians in the USA and also for the whole West. There is a line says, there is a small poem. जो जग में रहूं तो ऐसे रहूं ज्यों जल में कमल का फूल रहे. When I will be in the world, I will be just like lotus. I will be in the water, but the water will not be touching me. So that is the real way. That is the only way of to be in the world, not of the world. Just like Rajarshi Janakanand. He was a monarch, he was a king, but at the same time he was a saint. Not attached to anything. He was detached from everything. He was doing everything, but not attached to anything. So with this, I would like to introduce today our friend, guest, Mr. Shiva from from USA, America. That's what I always tell, like anybody who comes from USA, that gives me a lot of joy that, they have best of the world, both material and spiritual, both. They are Indians, definitely spirituality is ingrained in them. And since they work in USA, which is the most efficient country, and they have to be efficient to survive there, and they have dared to leave this hemisphere to go to that hemisphere. So there is a invisible attraction between that hemisphere and this hemisphere, American side and Indian side, material and spiritual, and somewhere in between these two great civilizations lies the answer for the modern world civilization. So Guruji has, I would give this book and his work, his organization, in a way, definitely that has opened gates for you to go to USA. Now, from India you went to USA. From USA you keep coming to India. So you are the true ambassador of these two kind of concepts of material efficiency and spirituality.
हम लोग ने शुरुआत ही की उस कॉन्वर्सेशन से, हाउ ए वेस्टर्न एंड ईस्टर्न वर्ल्ड combination can create magic. Steve Jobs absorbed his teachings and created magic for the world.
Yes.
And then magic has transformed and it is everlasting.
Mm-hmm.
तो उससे बड़ा एग्जाम्पल और क्या हो सकता है कि एज अ कॉमन मैन लाइक मी, यू नो, हु इज लाइक स्मॉल ड्रॉप इन द ओशन इन टर्म्स ऑफ intuition and creative and what we have achieved, which is relative in life, कि हम कितना मैजिक क्रिएट कर सकते हैं. The potential, he set the bar so high. So I think it is very important for me to now tread this path and go that path so that whatever I can gain from it, you know, it's going to be very, very important for me to kind of have a closure from what I have not been able to achieve in the past. I was too much into material things in America. 35 years I'm there. So more than half of my life, like you said. But it is for me to now combine the two worlds, and through this path, I'm going to do whatever I can. And you know, you just gave me that torch. कि say, Shiva, ये लो और ये देके, you created another, peon or a soldier to say, go and spread this light.
But this is the torch, sir. This book is the torch.
Yeah.
Already you must have got this.
Yeah, I got this book as part of the surgery itself. That's what I was thought. तो मुझे वो experience ही बताना है आपको कि going back to the eugenics experience, right?
You have to tell like how you
Correct.
At what point, like
Correct.
you have done theater, you have done some movies, some amazing movies.
Yes.
So what was that like? You were a tech guy, staying in USA, but the softer side was in you. So Guruji says, there is two sides in us. One is the reasoning side, one is the feelings side. Correct. The feelings is the mother side, I would say, the feminine side. Correct. The reasoning is the male side, or the dominant, not dominant, I would say, the male side. Like we should have balance of feelings and reasoning. So pretty much I can see that you have got tech side, the engineer, at the same time into acting. That is interesting for me to know.
तो वहीं से मेरा शुरू हुआ. क्या हुआ कि what happened 2020 when the hit, that time we were all at home and we didn't know what to do, right? So everything was kind of went into a halt for us, including myself. So I get into an introspection of what I have done in my life and what I need to do more. In that thought process, a seed was born in me. My father was an actor in his prime time, and he wanted to become a big star, and his friends became big stars in Tollywood. So he used to always tell me, I wish I could also take a break and we would have had a different life, and I wanted to be recognized as an actor and talent. He used to do dramas in HL, Hyderabad, tour all over India and do dramas in those days, in 60s and 70s. Before he died, he told me, I wish I could fulfill my dream. In COVID, it just struck me because during COVID only I started thinking about my parents. They were not there during COVID. They had passed away much further. So I was thinking about my childhood and all that. Suddenly it struck me, maybe I should fulfill my father's dream.
Wow.
So when I thought about that, I had done some acting gigs, skits and all that through my father's introduction and all that in USA. So I took upon myself saying that something I have to do different in my life, apart from this materialistic thing, living, as an IT guy and making a lot of money, buying cars, building a house, having all the comforts, traveling all over the world. Kuch kar liya. So when that seed was sown, then I said, let me explore that path to fulfill my father's dream, because I could not do much for them. So when I did that, then I started that journey of acting, where I started associating myself to different small production houses in Texas, in USA. There are a lot of film fraternity who are passionate, who want to make films, because they've made their lives there.
Okay.
And when I did that, I found that, I got drawn into it. And in the back of the mind, every day when I used to go and visit I used to think about my father.
Wow.
I will go to my puja room, I see my father's face, like that Ganesha or like that Guruji, and I used to say, Dad, I'm doing something for you.
So
Every
nice.
time.
So
Even
nice.
today, even when I'm coming here, and I thought of my father. That my father is the driving force. So when I started doing that exercise, I got some sense of satisfaction.
So अभी मैं छोटा सा एक point बताता हूँ.
हाँ.
Like I'm 45, 46 running. One of my sons is 17, another one is 14. तो मेरा एक बहुत close friend है, like a mentor, very close friend of mine who brought me from Delhi to Bombay. His name is Salil Chaturvedi. But he quotes that by the time you realize that your father was right, you got a son who says you are wrong. And by the time you really realize that your father was the wisest person, he's not there. Garlands are there around him.
Exactly. Same thing happened with me. I kind of fulfilled his dream last year, where a feature film was released, and it was played in theaters in USA and India, and I showed it to my family, and I was there, one of the central characters, and my father's older sister watched in California, and people, relatives, and they called me, my atta, my father's older sister called me saying, you know, my baby brother's dream you fulfilled. I saw you on the screen.
My God, even I'm having tears in my eyes.
That is the best day of my life, where my father's older sister, who's 85 now, she said, मेरा छोटा सा भाई था, वो बोलता था मुझे एक्टर बनने का. So that is the driving force for me. It is not that I want to become rich and famous. तो वो वहाँ से.
No. So for that reason, Shivaji, I was telling you, you have not missed anything. You are practicing spirituality only. And
तो वो ही
and जब हमारे गुरुजी भी बोलते हैं कि हमारे पेरेंट्स और हमारे जो नियर एंड डियरेस्ट वंस होते हैं, दे डोंट डाई. अगर हम उनके हृदय में उनकी भावनाओं को if you keep those thoughts alive in your heart, then they are living in our heart forever. आपके फादर कभी गए ही नहीं. आई एम श्योर व्हेन टुडे बैक आफ्टर दिस व्हेन यू गो बैक होम एंड सी हिज पिक्चर, एंड आपको बात जरूर याद आएगी कि यस, यू हैव नॉट लेफ्ट मी. शरीर को तो जाना ही था. वी शुड नॉट attaching to the body is a wrong thing. Sharir was made out of 5 elements. This has to perish. But the thoughts, the love, the emotion, that I can carry. मेरे फादर 2016 में चले गए, so initial few months was like it was kind of frozen for me. But गुरुजी की बुक, हमारी छोटी सी बुक है कि where are our departed beloved ones? तो चले गए किधर हैं? I read that, of course I had read that before, but मेरे फादर और मदर दोनों थे तो ज़्यादा समझ में नहीं आ रहा था. जब वो चले गए, जब मैं पढ़ा फादर का, फिर धीरे धीरे मैं कहा नहीं. When I leave his thoughts, when I leave his love, when I leave his kind of ideals, जब उनकी इच्छाओं को मैं, when I trying to put that into my action, then he is living in me only. वो जिंदा है, वो मरे नहीं है. तो स्वामी शिवानंद जी जो ऋषिकेश शिवानंद आश्रम थे, he was a doctor, Divine Life Society. When he left his body, उनके जो कुछ डिसाइपल थे रोने लगे, मेरा गुरु मर गया, गुरु मर गया. तो कोई महात्मा आए, उनको बोले कि तेरा गुरु नहीं मरा है, तू मर गया है. बोले कि तेरा गुरु जो तेरे को सिखा के गया, जो शिक्षाएं दे के गया, तो लीव दैट, उसी को तू प्रैक्टिस कर, fulfill those. And even that's what I say, गुरुजी said कि मेरा whatever I have given to you, if you practice only 1%, then you will find God. Similarly, what you are doing to, you are doing, आप क्या कर रहे हो? आप अपने फादर के लिए नहीं कर रहे हो, आप अपने एक, you are doing something which is giving so much joy. It is a very selfless action that you are doing. However, it is a supreme selfishness also, because you get joy out of it. So this is amazing.
So even the hair transplant connection is like that.
वो बताइए सर.
वो ऐसे ही हुआ कि one of the things that my father was the biggest assets as an actor was also his hair.
Oh.
Even to the last day, his hair was full, and I wanted to look my father.
Okay.
Look like my father.
Okay.
So after for some reason, because of हुआ 2-3 बारी, my hair started receding. मेरा छोटा भाई है, my younger brother, he did not lose any hair. In my family, there was no hair loss. There was no heredity. But I started losing, and there was a probably 30% of my hair loss, front patches started coming. Then I said, I realized that this new dream I have to fulfill, and I cannot do this because then I will not get more opportunities. Right? It's a fact.
Yeah.
You have to look good on the screen. You have to look. There's something called screen age. You have to look 10 years younger than screen age. And if Shah Rukh Khan and Hrithik Roshan, they're in their 50s and they're playing a hero. So for me as a character actor, I can still play somebody's brother, somebody's lead character as a father or whatever, and still carry the story along and make an impact to the audience. So then I said, let me explore this. So people started saying, go to Turkey.
तो क्या हाँ यूएसए में all the jump
Everybody is going to Turkey. So I researched Turkey and all that. Then they said, okay, you go there, they will give all the things and all that. And I said, okay, let me do that. Then somebody said, one of my friends who was my ex-colleague, I met him at a restaurant suddenly, like this only. And I said, hello, kaisa chal raha hai? Then I said, in this conversation, we just talked about hair loss because he was losing hair. And I said, kya ho raha hai? I'm thinking of doing something. He said, one of my cousins went through Eugenix. I'm planning to go for it. Oh, I'm also exploring something. Then I said, can you exchange me the number of your friend and then exchange Eugenix number? Let me try that also. India में सब cheap होता है. Service is bad. You don't know. They may be faking us. That was the impression I started off with Eugenix. Just checking your videos and I thought, ये तो मोहम्मद शामी, अजहरुद्दीन, बोनी कपूर, ये सब लोग करवाए सो है. I'm sure there is some reality to it, unless उनको बहुत पैसा दिया होगा. So I was in that impression of Eugenix at that time. Then the moment I got the first call of Eugenix, that's where my experience started. In terms of the assessment, in terms of what they can do, the hand holding like a baby, and taking care of it. From that itself, I said I was convinced. I didn't even want to talk to that friend who went through that process. And he said, you let me know how you go through that, the friend whom I met. I said, I'm already signed up for the surgery in November because I was convinced. I told my family I'm making an exclusive trip to Eugenix Hyderabad because I'm most comfortable. This is my native place. I come here in the center. I enter. I did not have any impression. मैं बोला ये कैसा लगेगा पता नहीं कौन सा दुकान रहेगा ऐसा गली में ऐसा type. I come here, I enter, I see Guruji. And I said, this is something different. I'm going for a hair transplant or I'm going through some spiritual place. And I sunk myself in. Then I walked in and I saw everywhere, the different aspects of the spiritual process. My wife warned me that you're not going alone. You take your cousin or something here because kuch to hoega, pata nahi what happens after the surgery. I said, no, I'm going by myself now. After walking into your office, I decided I don't want anybody else. Then Dr. Ritesh took care of me. For those 2 days, 3,000 grafts. And then I took the hotel in Minerva, Kondapur, which is 5 minutes from here. 1 week, I went cab back and forth, had the follow-ups. They said everything went perfect. Next day, after 7th day, I flew back to US and followed the instructions by you guys.
You have completed 9
months
of pregnancy of hair. Now the hair is delivered now.
Not only hair is delivered, a new Shiva is born.
Just tell me about the last part of your thing. Yes, as you told, a lot of people become secretive, and we just informed you yesterday that would you like to tell about your experience, which will be captured and which will be shared with the world.
Yeah. I think first of all, I have to tell कि ये जो experience रहा है for me for Eugenix, it's been transformational, life-changing, pursuing a different path of life for me. Thanks to the transplant I went through, the last month of journey I went through Eugenix. ये इतना unique रहा है मेरे लिए, which I cannot express in words. People should not miss out on this transformation that I went through myself. Whether it's You talk about confidence. You talk about how you look, how you feel inside out, how you it changes your life in terms of your family, professional career, your passions. Combination of everything that comes together as one life experience is what Eugenix has given me. So मुझे ये लगा कि इतने अच्छे results आए हैं मेरे from where I was and where I'm in only 9 months. This story needs to be told. And if I can be in any way to tell all the people who think anywhere in the world, could be NRIs, could be India, and my friends, family, जो भी है, जो double-minded में है, they are bald, but they are not bold. I took the bold decision. I said, being bold is beautiful, not being bald is beautiful. Not anymore. तो मैंने कहा कि मैंने वो बोल्ड स्टेप लिया है, वो बोल्ड स्टेप सब लोगों को लेना पड़ेगा, because you know, it has changed my life in one way or the other, where I'm able to pursue my dreams through this path now. तो वो मिथ सारे दूर करने के लिए I think it's important that somebody has to carry that torch. तो जितने भी लोग हैं, I think ये जग पहुंचेगा. अगर मेरी सर्जरी सक्सेसफुल नहीं होती और या पार्शली होती या फिर you know it created some negative feelings about it, then I won't do it. Because it gave me such positive results, I'm more than happy to share it to the world कि देखो ऐसा था और ऐसा हो गया है, and I'm getting more appreciation, and appreciation is coming not only from the friends. अभी मैं एक्टिंग करता हूँ, एक्टिंग में मेरे साथ हीरोइन भी होती है. मैं played my wife's characters also.
अच्छा.
So when I play, I probably played 10-15 roles where I get different person as I play my wife. So I have to match that role. So I am much more confident now matching that role which I'm playing. And sometimes I play with the same character again. She's told me the other day, Shiva, you look something different. You look younger. You look more confident. You look more at ease on set. So that also has changed me in a way. Not only that, it has impacted me in 3 ways. One is my acting. Second is my personal life. I'm much more easier at my family, stress-free zone में हूँ. Or third is my professionally also. I was on an executive only. In the last 1 year में मेरा growth क्या हुआ है? From an executive, I became a chief customer officer of my company.
Wow.
And now I become a co-founder of the company also.
Wow.
It's equity in the company. And I have catapulted. The growth I have seen in my professional career also has grown 3 or 4 times more in the last 1 year itself in that growth. Because I'm able to sit in front of a larger audience. I'm doing podcasts, I'm sitting on AI panels. People are calling me on AI panels and saying, we want to talk about AI on healthcare with you guys. तो बोला ये सब कैसे आया? Because I'm so much at ease and by myself and fearless and shameless. तो ये सब story जो I want to tell the world, and that was the main reason कि I think it will change in many ways your life, not only the looks part of it. So and it can do only 1 ounce of contribution in that respect. I'll be more than happy to do. आप मेरा पूरा before का भी लगाएंगे चलेगा, उसमें पूरा मेरा गया है, बट जो जब वो आफ्टर का दिखेंगे दिल बी अ वाव फैक्टर. अरे दिस इज अमेजिंग कि ये बंदा आया, उसने खुद किया, ये सब किया, देखो उसका रिजल्ट आए. ओके, आई वांट टू गो एंड गेट इट डन आल्सो.
So what we are talking about is this is something called giving, देना. गिविंग का मतलब है कैसे नहीं खाली धन, आपके पास जो है, जो आप लोगों से बांटते हो, वो फिर इन रिटर्न इट बढ़ता है. ये हमारे स्वामी जी हैं, जिनके साथ में रहता था. 2008 में he came to me as a patient. हाँ, 2008 I started from Rishikesh. And this स्वामी जी came to me. हमने एक छोटी सी 8x18 का एक बेसमेंट में बिना फर्श के, बिना लाइट के, इमरजेंसी लाइट से मैंने शुरू किया था ऋषिकेश में 2008 में. हाँ.
You did surgeries there also in Rishikesh also?
Not hair transplant. I started as a dermatologist.
Okay, dermatologist. Okay.
मैं after studying MD dermatology from AIMS.
अच्छा.
So we were invited by some people in Dehradun, Rishikesh. Then उन्होंने बोला कि एक को नौकरी देंगे. So definitely my Dr. Arika joined and I was searching for a job.
Oh.
Rishikesh, Haridwar, Dehradun. After searching for a job for 1.5 months, so nobody had a job for a dermatologist. So then I wanted to stay in Rishikesh because that was so divine. Then I was forced to start a practice from a basement without any money in my account, and I am from Odisha. My wife is from Haryana. We had no connection, but it was only divine connection. So I started, and within 1 week of my practice, Swamiji came to me as a patient. एंड स्वामी जी ने मुझे अच्छे से विविडली याद है, ही केम टू द बेसमेंट, लाइट बेसमेंट, दो गली में एक बेसमेंट था, 5 फीट की गली में एक अंदर, देन आई वाज 28 ओनली, गली में स्वामी जी बेसमेंट में आए, और उसमें फर्श नहीं था, इमरजेंसी लाइट में बैठ के हम लोग, आई वाज प्रैक्टिसिंग देयर। शुरू में कोई दिन में 2-3 लोग आते थे दिखाने के लिए। स्वामी जी केम एंड ही हैड अ स्किन इशू फॉर 7-8 years. So it was easy for me to make the diagnosis, and I gave a sample also to him. स्वामी जी को फिर मैं खड़े हो गया, मैंने बोला स्वामी जी थैंक यू सो मच, आपने दर्शन दिया, मैं आपको दक्षिणा भी दूंगा क्योंकि आप साधु को ही हमारे पास आया है। और गुरु जी की फोटो थी, गुरु जी की मेरे टेबल पे, वो भी मैंने बोला कि क्या दूं संत को, तो फोटो भी मैंने दिया। तो उन्होंने बोला कि तुम्हारी फीस कितनी है? तो मैंने बोला कि नहीं, मैं संतों से पैसे नहीं लेता, आई विल नॉट टेक मनी फ्रॉम सेंट्स, दैट्स माई थिंग, तो आप आए हैं, मुझे दक्षिणा देनी चाहिए। बोले नहीं नहीं नहीं, मुझे तो पैसे दे के जाऊंगा। मैंने बोला नहीं, आई कैन नॉट टेक मनी फ्रॉम ए सेंट, फ्रॉम ए मॉन्क। उन्होंने जेब से निकाला 100 रुपीज, उसमें लिखा आशीर्वाद, आशीर्वाद, स्वामी रामदेव पाठी उनका नाम था। तो स्वामी जी ने बोला कि इसको अपने गुल्लक में रखना, मतलब कीप इट इन वेयर यू पुट द मनी। आई सेड आई डोंट हैव ए गुल्लक। तो बोले कि ओके, मैंने उसको अपने डायरी में रखा था। फिर वो डायरी मेरा 2008 वाला, जिस दिन स्वामी जी आए तो डायरी का, वो वाला डायरी जुबिन के घर में मेरे छूट गया। जुबिन नौटियाल द सिंगर, हाँ, जुबिन के घर पे एक बार हम डिनर कर रहे थे, छूट गया। बोला सर मैं रखूंगा, देन इसके घर में मेरा डायरी पड़ा हुआ है। तो स्वामी जी हमेशा बोलते थे। देन ऑफकोर्स जब ठीक हो गए 1 हफ्ते बाद स्वामी जी ने मुझे बुलाया, तब मैं तो बिजी था ही नहीं, तो मैं चला गया, देखा कि जस्ट आश्रम के जस्ट पीछे गंगा जी है, और हिमालय के पहाड़, गंगा जी, शिव जी की मंदिर, घंटी। तो दैट विजन आई यूज्ड टू सी इन माय चाइल्डहुड ए लॉट ऑफ टाइम्स। तो कहाँ मेरे को भगवान ने पैदा किया, एम्स में ट्रेनिंग दिलवाई, नौकरी के बहाने ऋषिकेश लेके गए, नौकरी करवाई नहीं, फिर वो प्रैक्टिस में आए, फिर स्वामी से मिले, तो वहाँ देन आई ऑफ कोर्स वी बिकेम वेरी क्लोज, वी स्टार्टेड स्टेइंग देयर, मेरे माता पिता भी रहने लगे। तो स्वामी जी हमेशा बोलते थे कि देते को हरि देते है, जहां तहां से आन, अन्न देवा मांगत फिरे, साहेब सुने ना कान। जो देता है, जैसे आप यू वांट टू गिव टू द वर्ल्ड, जो देता है भगवान उसको और देते हैं, कहीं कहीं से भी ला के देते हैं। अगर किसी ने दिया नहीं, जो भी आपके पास है, नॉलेज है, एक्सपीरियंस है, स्पिरिचुअलिटी है, या धन है, अगर आपने बांटा नहीं लोगों में जिनको जरूरत है, उन्हें नहीं दिया, देन इस लाइफ में या आगे वाले किसी लाइफ में God will take away things away from you, then you will be crying and he will not listen to you. और बोलेंगे जब तब तेरे को दिया तूने बांटा नहीं। So that वो गुरुजी बोलते हैं कि जब God gives us, he in a very intricate human taste, he tests us to see how charitable you will be to your fellow human beings who need it. तो अभी जो आपके हृदय में आया कि मैं ये वाला एक्सपीरियंस बाकी लोगों को बोलूंगा, ताकि बाकी लोग भी दे विल बी इंस्पायर्ड एंड दे विल नॉट टेक अ बैड डिसीजन, दे सो ये एक गिवर, गुरुजी बोलते हैं गिवर, बी ए गिवर। एंड जो बंदा गिव करता है उसको भगवान सपोर्ट करते हैं। जो ए पर्सन हु थिंक्स अबाउट ओनली हिमसेल्फ बिकम सिक्रेटिव, he does not get any blessings of God and gurus. That's what
100%. I could have made this a very secretive experience, personal secretive experience of eugenics. किसी को बिना बताए आके करवा के रिजल्ट्स आने के बाद I did not tell anyone, and then my life would be normal. But no, I said no, I don't want to do that.
और किसी को पता भी नहीं चल रहा है,
किसी को पता भी नहीं चल रहा है, right? So it is like why I have to do that? No, I made myself ask him also. Every time he came and said, आपसे बात करने वाला मुझे, I want to talk to you guys. Every time, and he told me कि sir, I want to talk to you. Or that is also giving me the opportunity today, because I was so proactive कि मुझे आपको उनको बोलना है मेरा story, कि I am sitting here talking to you and we went through that experience today, right? It was culminated to that. So it is like exactly. तो भगवान ने क्या किया, गुरुजी ने क्या किया कि बोला कि he has made this full 60-degree experience for me. I wanted to give in one way or the other. And then he said, okay, let me continue this I want. And Bhagwan was like, I will give you more experience. And I'm a much more learner person. So it is motivating to give me more now, to get more.
Yes.
So I'm selfish in one way.
Yeah.
To give more, to get more.
Yes, वो अपने आप सेकंड स्टेप अपने आप हो जाएगा.
Absolutely.
पहला स्टेप अच्छे से करो तो सेकंड स्टेप अपने आप हो जाएगा. मेरे एक बहुत क्लोज फ्रेंड है. एक्चुअली मैं जब से आपसे मैं बात कर रहा हूँ उनकी याद आ रही है. ही इज बहुत क्लोज फ्रेंड. ही इज द वो ही इज अ वेरी काइंड ऑफ रिजर्व पर्सन ऑन दिस एस्पेक्ट. बट मैं उनको कोट जरूर करना चाहूंगा. ये हमेशा बोलते हैं कि मैं उनकी आवाज और आपकी आवाज एक जैसी है. ही इज फ्रॉम अदरवाइज फ्रॉम चेन्नई. ही इज द काइंड ऑफ ओनर ऑफ India's one of the biggest banks and most popular and kind of an expanding, fast growing banks of India. तो उनके आप कैसे बात करते हैं? आपको उनकी हिंदी वैसी जैसी है. I have never met a person in my whole life like him.
How do you know him?
Give.
How do you know him? Is he patient?
पेशेंट का मुझे पेशेंट का मेरा दोस्त है, मेरा भाई है, मेरा मेंटर है और मेरा वो क्रिटिक भी है.
इतना
रिलेशनशिप डीप है. वो गुरु जी की सारे टीचिंग्स हो. मैं बोलता हूँ गुरु जी के टीचिंग जो मैं पढ़ता हूँ वो तो यू आर लिविंग दोज टीचिंग्स. बोलते मुझे उसका कुछ पता नहीं गुरु जी मैं ही करता हूँ. बोलते कि नहीं बोला कि यू आर अ क्रेजी मैन. यू जस्ट ब्रिंग आउट ऑल दोस थिंग्स आउट ऑफ मी. मैं बोलना नहीं चाहता. आई डोंट वांट टू डू एनीथिंग. आई डोंट वांट टू टॉक अबाउट ऑल दिस थिंग्स. मेरा नहीं, मैं तो उखाड़ कर निकालता हूँ तुमसे. इज अमेजिंग. ही सेज
you were going to quote him.
हाँ, और एक कोट ये तो बोला my last check should
bounce. That's like
और मैं दूंगा. In the return बढ़ेगा. I don't like. I'm not thinking about that. बोलते मैं मेरा काम है. I have to finish everything. I want to see that all the money that I made being spent in front of own eyes. Whether at the time of my last thing, whether I've got 10,000 crores or 100 rupees, how does that matter to me once I'm gone? So I want to see all the money being spent in right causes in front of my own eyes. Then it says there should be a disproportionate thing between the service and a tip. Let's say कोई पिज्जा वाला बंदा 500 रुपए का पिज्जा लेके आया तो we give 50 रुपीज. बोले नो, वो पिज्जा वाला 500 रुपए अगर उसको मैं 10,000 रुपीज दे देता हूँ उसको, तो maybe his fortune will change. Maybe his loans will be wiped up. Maybe his distress on something will be kind of taken care of. वो मेरे लिए 10,000 मैटर नहीं करता. बट 10,000 से हो सकता है उसको कोई बहुत बड़ा काम हो जाएगा.
It will make a big impact on his life.
उसने मेरे को बोला कि डॉक्टर, whatever amount if you are making now, working, so if you spend for right needs of society, including the school and all, so what would happen? Continue to do that, and you will continue to work till your last breath. काम तो करते रहोगे, अर्निंग करते रहोगे. But if you start spending for others' needs, ये तुम्हारा कभी you cannot finish that in life. The money that you are making or you will make, अगर आप spend करोगे अदर लोगों की जरूरतों के लिए, for others necessities, right necessities, you will be not able to finish that. वो मैथ्स बना के वो बैंकर देके गया मेरे को. क्या इंसान है.
What a story. What
a human being. What a person. We started when there was daylight. You came around by 1 o'clock and we started with bhajan. सूर्य प्रकाश जी सब वो गुरु जी का खाना वाना सब शुरू हुआ. देन मतलब अगर वो भी रिकॉर्डिंग कर लेते तो इट वुड हैव बिकम
आई थिंक ही डिड समथिंग.
अभी अंधेरा हो गया. सो दिस पीपल आर रिकॉर्डिंग पीपल, दे आर सेइंग दैट अंधेरा हो गया, ये हो गया, सेट चेंज हो गया. दैट्स ऑल ओके बिकॉज वी आर डिस्कसिंग समथिंग which is coming as kind of exuding from our beings and coming as such organic content. And I got to know so many things about you, your full life is full blooming in you, in your smile, and we are going to live for at least 40 more years. हाँ, स्वामी शिवानंद ने लिखा है how you can live 100 years. How you can live 100 years book है, मैं देता हूँ आपको. And when you are full with just for life, you want to do something, now your acting career just started. You want to give a lot to your father. So बहुत कुछ करना है आपके लिए. So huge, and with your hair and everything, and everything is there for you. You are going to do a lot. So I got to learn so many things. I am 45, 46. Sometimes I used to not get tired, but a lot of people, they used to remind me that I am getting older. So मैं थोड़ा सोचने लगता था. But after you are 56, right?
This is
Exactly 10 years older to me in body, but you are 10 years younger to me in your chest. And thank you so much for kind of, putting all these things together, so that I'm sure this would become a great educational content for life, not for hair alone. Hair was the means, but the main thing was the amazing thing that came out of you, was going to educate people, youngsters, and how they should perceive life, how they should be kind of, be always energetic, have some passion, pursue the passion with lot of kind of, give a lot of attention to that passion, and go to people the way you went to people who have got theaters and all that. So many things. Whatever you spoke, I was just remembering where Guruji has written all those things. Paramahansa Yogananda has written all those things in his lessons, in his books and all that. I was just kind of mentally validating, and searching the pages in my mind. So yes, Guruji has only sent you from USA to here, because he has gone from India to USA. Now he's sending all those, reversing the tourism. And by the way, we do get a lot of reversing of this medical tourism. Not only people like you come to us, as I said, a lot of Goras, they come to us.
Yeah, I've seen the videos of all those, youngsters, cricket players, from all over the country, all the countries, pretty much all the countries you covered, all the cricketing nations, the coaches.
The biggest hair transplant forum, third party forum, American forum, is from LA, called Hair Transplant Network. He's moderator. Melvin Lopez. He came all the way from LA to get his hairline and everything fixed by us. He had 3 surgeries before. He came all the way, and his coming to us was a direct declaration that of course, he had access to anybody in the world. He came to us in 2020 December to get his hair done. So a lot of forum moderators, American, British, Australian, and all of them, they have come, and through them, a lot of people all over the world, they came to know about us. And so we do get a lot of reverse medical. Earlier, people used to go, the most demanding people, they used to go to Dubai or USA for hair transplants. Greece. So now a lot of people are coming to India, and we are with the R&D, and now we are also focusing on training a lot of doctors. So we would be able to cater to many more people without diluting the quality of the service. And we don't want to call ourselves only medical organization. We want to call ourselves as a medical service organization, or maybe service medical organization.
Wonderful. No, I think this
backed by R&D and AI of yours.
AI backed R&D, but spirituality backed by meditative experience. With technology, best of the technology, the DHT technology,
yes,
right? Everything coming. I think it is the teaching of the Guruji that is in execution here, right here, with the outcomes that is like for the world to see. No other king can match this kind of experience, for sure. So I'm so thankful, Dr. Pradeep and your entire staff, for hosting me today for this. And I think I'm going to be, just like I said, taking this to the people wherever whom will connect through this content that we are creating. बहुत मजा आ गया. It is like we can go on for others. So it is something that I will cherish for a long time to come, and this is just the beginning of our friendship and our association, and my association with Eugenix, because this will be there with me forever now.
Yeah, true.
ये कहीं जाने वाला नहीं है.
I'm coming to Houston in October, by end of October.
Sure. We should meet up, and then definitely I'll introduce you to the people there in the forum there, and I'm here for you for anything that you want. So do it once, do it right.